Katana Fret Level Quick Start. Now that the Katana tool is in your hands, the first thing to do is to test its ease of use and effectiveness. And so we begin our journey to a new, easier and faster way to optimize leveling the frets on the fretboard. I will leave every detail to another video, where I will explain the background, history, curiosities, technical details, various aspects of the system, and more about the need for accurate fret levels, preparation, crowning and finishing. Let's get back to the quick start of the Katana. Step 1. Check the frets. The frets have to be well seated. There should be no frets so low that they would require heavier leveling. Step 2. Check the setup. The guitar should be adjusted exactly as when it is ready for you to play. This is one of the main advantages of this innovative system. Step 3. Tool adjustment. Align the Katana tool with the relief in the center of the fretboard, mode A, or match the curve of the tool with the curve present in any portion of the fretboard, mode B. It can be done by eye or through the use of our shims, called pyramids. Step 4. Adhere the sandpaper to the base of the Katana. If not previously prepared, load the tool with self-sticking sandpaper. The standard recommended grit is number 320. Attach the abrasive from under the knob, moving towards the tip. Press firmly on the entire length of its surface for greater accuracy. Step 5. Fret leveling. Place the string lifter magic switch between the nut and the first fret, and then insert the tool base between the strings and dress the frets beginning with a light sanding action through a movement resembling the pattern of an X. Some oblique shots alternating with as many passes both left and right of center for a more linear and effective treatment. The X pattern smoothly blends the dressing of the various portions of the fretboard created with the jump from string to string. After a light first approach, check the fret crowns for the first signs of leveling to determine the status of the fretboard and how to proceed. Better not to use markers that dirty unnecessarily. It is much easier to see your progress with a small amount of backlight. If there are only a few frets touched by the Katana, the reason might be one of two. 1. If those frets are only those at the extremities of the fretboard, the Katana will need to be adjusted with a steeper curve. 2. If only the frets in the middle of the fretboard have been touched by the leveling action, the Katana will need to be adjusted with a slider curve. In any case, after correcting the curve, we run a second test. The frets will now be reached in greater numbers, and if more than half have been touched, the katana's curve is at a good point. It is now up to us to decide what to do next. Whether to stop when the fretboard plays good enough for our needs, or sanding until we touch all the frets, aligning their curve with the curve of the tool. Once the fretboard plays in the best way for us, with the desired action and a good response to bending, we will proceed to finishing and polishing the individual fret crowns. This time without strings, because they are not necessary to this process and would make the finishing unnecessarily complicated. The fretboard will return in its ideal form once the strings are back on the guitar, ready for playing. This is the easiest way to begin using the Katana fret level. Negative results are almost nil if we compare this system to the traditional system that is put in use without taking into account key variables such as compression of the neck and the distortion of its shape under real string tension. Leveling the frets without strings does not allow an immediate assessment of the work, and is often ineffective, incomplete, and in need of finishing touches, and further work which may permanently damage the frets due to the unnecessary and often excessive abrasion. Traditional fret leveling takes longer than that with the use of the katana, due to the removal of the strings and the restringing of the instrument performed several times, along with repeated neck adjustment from curved to straight, and vice versa. We might also question the unnecessary removal of the neck from the guitar body, as the wood doesn't immediately settle when the tension of the strings is removed or reapplied. Only a steady state of tension applied to the neck can guarantee a result free from imperfections. That's it, as far as the Katana fret level quick start. Ciao!